This video is a reminder that circumstances do not matter. It does not matter if the person you want to manifest is in another relationship or not. It does not matter if that person you want to manifest told you, I don't like you that way and I never will. It does not matter if you have broken up. It does not matter if they move to the other end of the world. It does not matter if maybe their family is against this relationship. It does not matter if they are from another culture and they are married, and in that culture it is taboo to get divorced, so they cannot be with you. Whatever the circumstances are, it does not matter. Why? Because more and more physicists believe that we actually live in a hologram, and that what we call reality is not really reality, because what we call reality is just a 3D projection of our own inner assumptions. What is true reality is our consciousness and everything that is programmed into our subconscious mind. And that is why it is sometimes so vital to, for example, do the revision technique to heal childhood wounds, past relationship wounds, past hurts, past abandonment wounds, and then to be clear on what you want to manifest, the end goal, not the steps to get there. If you want to know more about that, check out my more recent videos, because I have done videos on that. But be precise on what you want to manifest and get it into your subconscious mind, and then it will change your reality. So let's say you are now in a situation, and I do have that with a client. She is in love with a man from another culture. I forgot the country. It's some Arabic culture, and I know some, of course, are more liberal than others, but he is from a culture that is not that liberal. He is married. He was married, I believe, without his choice, like the family picked his bride, and both him and his bride, they're not happy in this relationship, but divorce is something that does not happen in this culture. And now she's like, how can I manifest him? And I'm telling you, you don't have to figure out how. Just imagine you already have it. Before we dive deeper into this topic, I would like to introduce myself though. My name is Janine, and I have been coaching people on their spiritual journey since 2005, since I have been 23 years old. I am a licensed life coach. I am a licensed manifestation coach, Ho'oponopono coach, and astrologer. Also, of course, I am a psychic and a medium. And my specialty has been coaching people in soul connections to get the union that they desire, but also, of course, anything else. So now let's get back to the video. What I would do, of course, in circumstances like this is I would add something that it is the best benefit of others, because we don't want to manifest, for example, like one person, like let's say his wife passing, so that he is available. So we don't want that. We want to just manifest they are divorced, they are happily divorced, the whole family is happy because now they see their son blooming up, and how it happens doesn't matter. It could be anything, that the family realized, wow, we rather want our child to be happy than in an unhappy relationship. We don't have to figure it out. All we have to do ever when we want to manifest something is be precise on what we want to have. Always advise, write a text that implies you already have your desire 2 to 3 years. In this case, it would be living with that man or being married for 2 to 3 years already. And how are you? How feeling? I feel loved. I'm loved. I am with this person. Who are they? They are with me. They chose me. In that situation, of course, their family is standing behind this relationship. Their family loves me. That would be in who are you? I am loved by their family. I am accepted by their family. How are they treating you? And how do you feel in this relationship? If you want to know more about that, then check out my video about the 4 things you need to manifest. If you already got some value out of this content, maybe you learned something, then please show me by liking and subscribing, and maybe even sharing this video. Because when you interact with my video, I know what kind of content you like, and then I can generate more of it. Also, of course, it shows YouTube that this video is good, and then it can get pushed out to even more people. Another little thing is, are you still robotically affirming? Boring! I found a new way to manifest that is way more fun. And it is so easy to do as well. Manifesting shouldn't feel like a chore, and I found the perfect way. Now, please, when you're done watching this video, go to the description box and click on the link to my new channel, Janine Nicole Manifest with Music, because I have generated many songs in all different kind of genres to manifest your desire, manifest love, manifest wealth and money, health, and there is more to come. Also, you can purchase your own song, your own affirmations with your name, your SP's name, or whatever you want to manifest. If you want to check it out first, go to my other channel and explore and have fun and just listen to your songs, create your own playlist, and then have fun with it. I see you there. Just be precise in what you want. And once you got that into your subconscious mind, it will get pushed out. Let's say you are in love with a person and they told you, I don't want you. Never, ever. I'm not going to get back to you. I'm not attracted to you. I'm not interested in you. Never, ever going to happen. So what? Happened to many of my clients. You know, the guy told them never, ever again. Does that mean never, ever again? It only means never, ever again as long as you believe it. Because why did they say that in the first place? Most likely because you were not stable in self-love, and this is not a blame towards you, because it's not our fault if we've been hurt in the past and we have the assumptions of I'm getting neglected. Maybe they even come from early childhood where there was some kind of neglect, right? So it's not about fault, but now you're an adult and it's your responsibility. Your subconscious mind, the universe, they show you exactly what your topic is by showing that to you, by the experiences you make in life. So when you manifested someone, and yes, you manifested someone that neglected you, it shows that probably you neglect some part of yourself. Maybe you put others before you and yourself last. Maybe you have difficulty setting boundaries. Maybe you've been hurt in the past and you haven't really dealt with that. You just oppressed it, and at some point you didn't feel the pain anymore, which does not mean that it's not in your subconscious mind anymore. And I have many clients who confuse that. They think like, yeah, but I'm over that. But just because you're not in pain anymore does not mean that you don't have the program of love really hurts, for example. Then your subconscious mind will protect you from that evil love by attracting someone who is not open, who is not there for you, who is not ready. So we have to override that program. For example, with the revision technique, and I do have videos on that. We have to step into the self-love and self-worth of I deserve it. And by the way, in my new channel, Janine Nicole Manifest with Music, you will find the Goddess Meditation. Oh, and I just decided I will put one of those music clips, the Goddess Meditation, at the end of this video, so stay tuned. I do have it in different genres in my other channel, and there will be another version, another genre for the next weeks, one per week. But let's get back to this. So without blaming you, you manifested this circumstance. So who can change it? You, of course. It's your circumstance. You created it because of some inner assumption. And assumptions don't have to be conscious. Most of the times they're not conscious. Remember the iceberg metaphor, only like 5% are above the sea level and the other 95% of the iceberg are below the sea level. And it's the same with our conscious mind. Our conscious mind are just like 5% and the subconscious mind 95%, which also explains why you don't even have to believe what you want to manifest, because we're not trying to tell those 5% this is how it is, doesn't matter. We want to tell you 95%, yes, I am with this person. They chose me. They're highly attracted to me. And a little fun fact, well, it wasn't fun to me. I fell in love with a guy, and that was, oh my God, when was it? More than 15 years ago. And he told me I was not his type at all because he liked petite blondes. Now maybe very short, but as you can see, I'm not, I'm little in height, but not in volume too much. And I'm not blonde, certainly not. And he told me, well, I fell in love with you anyway, even though you're not my type. It didn't end up well because of other reasons. It was like a short crush situation. It wasn't like big love. But I met this guy years later. I think it was like 6 years later. And I had worked more on my self-concept. And now that guy, the same guy, told me, you're so much my type. I always like curvy women, and when I watch adult movies, then I only watch them with curvy women, and you are exactly my type. And he couldn't get his hands off me. Seriously. Same guy who doesn't even remember saying what he did in the first place. Why? Because I probably shifted to a timeline where you always had that type. Circumstances don't matter. If you change within, You don't manipulate the other person. You shift to a timeline, to a version of them who are attracted to you, who are interested in you, who are in love with you. Remember, you created the circumstances, no one else. You can change them. If you created the circumstances where maybe their family doesn't like you, then it doesn't mean that maybe in the past you always had the problem where a specific person's family or friends don't like you. It could be that that is your threat and I would do the revision. It could be that, yeah, again, a self-worth issue, or maybe you have assumptions about families who are like this. For example, they have this kind of culture, this kind of whatever the circumstances, if they're somewhat different maybe from yours, you have some kind of maybe hidden assumptions that you are not liked, or maybe you have the fear of not being liked in general. Then I would work on that. I would work on self-concept, and I would work on the assumption that their family just wants them to be happy and to be the best person, and you are the best person. You make them so happy so that your family sees, oh my God, they are the best and we love and adore them. So you can absolutely also change somebody else's mind, as I just told you with my personal example, but you can also change the assumptions of other people, like his family, his friends. Circumstances never matter. Don't think about them, because the more you think about them, you're feeding them and you keep on manifesting them, and they will stay in your reality, which is what we don't want. So you try to not hear it. So let's say your person tells you several times, you're not my type, or I just want to be friends, I love you, just not that way, which could be an issue, of course. And if they say that several times, what do you do then? You ignore it. You don't react in that situation, and then in the evening at home, you either revise that day, you write it down how it should have been, you change the conversation, and you read that text that often until when you remember it, you remember your new memory first, or you do it mentally. You sit down and you visualize this conversation, how it should have been, them telling you how much they adore you and of course they're so attracted to you. And you do that every time they talk to you. And maybe you even, after a while, get so good that while they're standing in front of you and they're telling you, I'm not into you, you're thinking like, nope, doesn't matter. And then you just imagine them saying what you would like to hear. Of course, you don't act then that way. If you hear them say in your mind, oh my God, I'm so attracted to you, you don't jump them and try to kiss them, right? We don't do that. We manifest that to happen later on. But yeah, circumstances don't matter. Anyway, if you need a little help or a little reminder, you can reach out for personal coaching, and I do have a very special offer for everyone who books a personal coaching with me this October. You can get your own very personalized manifesting song with your very personalized affirmations, or scripted scene turned into a song, or just lyrics telling your story, or about already having that, including your names, your specific person's names, or any details you would like, any genre you would like. And instead of $50 for those who book a 30-minute coaching in September and October 2024, it will only be $30. Those who book a 45-minute coaching will only pay for their song for $20. And those who book a 1-hour coaching with me session, 1 hour, not 2 30 minutes, but those who book 1 hour, they will get it for free. But now let's hop to my other channel. You'll find the link in the description box, and create your very own playlist. Browse my playlist that I created with different genres or topics, and then pick any song you like, put it into your playlist, listen to it daily, and manifest with fun and dream it into your reality. I do see you there. I do see you in personal coaching or in the comments or my other content. Until then, I wish you all the best. Now, bye-bye.
I am a goddess. I radiate beauty. I radiate strength. I love myself. I am confident. I am relaxed. I am abundant. I am strong and kind. I am tough and gentle. I am happy. I am glowing. I am mesmerizing. I am amazing. I am blessed. I am desirable and alluring. I am graceful, I am highly attractive. I am smart, intelligent and wise. I am a magnet, I feel sexy. My voice is beautiful and pleasant. My eyes are glowing and warm. My smile is welcoming. I move in a very elegant way. I radiate love and warmth. I honor my physical needs. I treat my body well. I love my body for all it does for me.